the samurai rule that makes weak men uncomfortable. There is a rule the samurai lived by, a rule so powerful that most modern men instinctively reject it, not because it is outdated, not because it is cruel, but because it exposes weakness. This rule doesn't motivate you, it doesn't comfort you, it doesn't care about your feelings. And that is exactly why weak men feel uncomfortable when they hear it. Tonight, you will learn that rule, and why following it can permanently change how you think, act, and live. The world that creates weak men. Look around. Never in history have men been so entertained, so distracted, and yet so internally fragile. Comfort is everywhere. Validation is cheap. Discipline is optional. Modern society rewards reaction, not control. Emotion, not responsibility. Excuses, not mastery. The samurai lived in the opposite world. A world where comfort was dangerous, where discipline meant survival, where weakness was not mocked but corrected. And among all their rules, one principle stood above the rest. The samurai rule: do not depend on comfort, depend on discipline. This single rule makes weak men uncomfortable because it removes their favorite weapon, excuses. It tells you that motivation doesn't matter, mood doesn't matter, circumstances don't matter, only action matters. The samurai did not train when they felt like it. They trained because it was required. They did not wait for confidence. Confidence came after discipline, not before it. Why weak men hate this rule? Weak men don't hate discipline because it's hard. They hate it because discipline exposes the truth. It shows who works without applause, who acts without motivation, who moves forward without permission. Discipline cannot be faked. You can fake intelligence. You can fake confidence. You can fake success on social media. But discipline always reveals who you really are when no one is watching. That's why this rule feels uncomfortable. It demands personal accountability. The samurai understanding of strength. The samurai did not define strength as aggression. They defined strength as self-control. A man who cannot control his anger, his desires, his laziness is not strong. He is predictable. And predictable men are easy to defeat. The samurai trained themselves to remain calm in chaos, focused under pressure, and disciplined in pain. Not because they enjoyed suffering, but because they understood a brutal truth. The man who controls himself controls his future. Modern weakness versus samurai discipline. Modern weakness looks like this: waiting to feel ready, blaming the system, chasing motivation, avoiding discomfort. Samurai discipline looks like this: acting despite fear, training without emotion, improving in silence, accepting discomfort as the price of growth. One path leads to comfort and regret. The other leads to strength and respect. And here's the truth no one likes to admit. Why comfort is the enemy. Comfort dulls the mind. Comfort weakens the body. Comfort softens discipline. The samurai intentionally embraced hardship not as punishment, but as preparation. Cold, hunger, repetition, silence. Each challenge hardened their will. Weak men run from discomfort. Strong men use it. Because discomfort is not the enemy. It is the training ground. The silent discipline rule. The samurai followed another unspoken principle. Never announce your discipline. No bragging. No complaining. No need for validation. Modern men post discipline. Samurai practiced it. They understood that loud discipline seeks approval. Silent discipline builds power. When you stop talking and start doing, your presence changes. People feel it. How this rule changes a man. When you live by discipline instead of comfort, you stop negotiating with weakness. You act even when tired. You train even when bored. You work even when unmotivated. Over time, something powerful happens. You begin to trust yourself. And self-trust is the foundation of masculine confidence. Not words, not hype, not motivation. Consistency. Why society doesn't teach this rule? Because disciplined men are hard to control. They don't panic easily. They don't chase trends. They don't depend on external validation. A disciplined man doesn't need permission. That makes him dangerous to weak systems and weak mindsets. So instead, society sells quick motivation, instant pleasure, emotional comfort. The samurai sold none of that. They sold responsibility, the internal battle. The samurai believed the greatest battle was not external. It was internal, against laziness, fear, doubt, comfort. They knew that if a man could defeat himself, the outside world was secondary. Weak men fight the world. Strong men fight their impulses. How to apply the samurai rule today? You don't need a sword. You need structure. Start with these principles. Wake up at the same time daily. Train even when tired. Finish what you start. Remove unnecessary comforts. Act without seeking praise. Discipline is built in small, boring decisions repeated daily. That's where most men fail. Final truth. The samurai rule makes weak men uncomfortable because it removes excuses and replaces them with responsibility. It demands consistency over motivation, discipline over comfort, action over emotion, and that level of self-control is rare. But if you choose it, your life will never be the same. Not louder, not easier, stronger. Closing line perfect for retention. Weak men chase comfort, strong men master discipline. And the samurai understood this long before the modern world forgot it.